set up. Scrolling through here, just a moment, hitting set up here. It's not appearing. There we are. Turn that off. Hear the voice of the bard, who present, past, and future sees, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapsed soul and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return, arise from out of the dewy grass. Night is morn, and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while without turn away, the starry floor, the watery shore, is given thee to the break of day. Good to be with you. It is I, your spiritual entertainer. It is cold outside today. I was hoping the great goddess Bridget would bring in a little bit of warmth yesterday, but it is very, very cold. But there are signs of spring. It is coming, right? Good to see you, Glodin. Good to have you here, our good friend. First in line for the conversation to you. Where are you from, Glodin? We have people here from all over the world that come to enjoy their spiritual entertainment. Every morning I do this. Every morning I am here. Spiritual entertainment, nothing more, nothing less, to bring you peace, to bring you harmony, to bring you encouragement. I am your bard, nothing more, nothing less. And just as in the introductory poem that I share every morning, the voice of the bard, that is from William Blake. And in this poem, a poetry, it helps you to see things that you don't always, it helps you to touch what you can't always touch. And in this one, I see the reality of the work of the bard, of awakening. And that is, bards are, throughout culture, throughout history, they are all different. They have all been, there's traditions of bards even today in the lands of my ancestors that go back forever. The bard is the one who preserves the culture. The bard is the one that carries the memory. The bard is the one who helps people begin their journey. And that's what I do. I help people begin that journey. Rhode Island, really, it's cold there, right? What is this woman talking about? Do I look like a female to you, sir? Your name is Hot Dog Puller. That tells me a lot about you. You are a puller of the hot dog. That reveals a lot about you. Thank you, Darth Beaver. We have some strange names here this morning. Darth Beaver and Hot Dog Puller together, engaging in a contest of wits. You're the goat of gooning. Look at you. That's something to be proud of, right? You are proud of your inappropriateness. To each their own. To each their own. And we have Vixus. It is quite early. Do you not sleep? You just stay up all night. Yeah, it's like almost 4 a.m. over there in Seattle, right? You just stay up all night long and wait for your spiritual entertainment to happen. 12 degrees, yeah. Peter Griffin the Mage, yeah, that's me. Yeah. You've decided to give this sparkling ice a try. You like the cherry lemonade now? Pretty impressed. You can't tell there's no sugar in it. Yeah, I like my favorite is the raspberry and the tropical punch and the mango orange ones. Other than that, the other ones I really don't care for. But the black raspberry is the most popular one that I quite enjoy. Good to see you, Aaron. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Where did I get my cloak from? You can buy them online on Amazon. There's all kinds of cloaks on there. My mother is in the process of making me a new one. She is a seamstress. She knits and does. She's like, you need a nicer cloak. So she's making me one right now. She lives up the street from me. Hopefully, I'll get that soon. You should see it by next week, I would hope, on my show here. Now, yesterday, my cloak was lost. Someone had thrown it in the washing machine, so we found it yesterday. But it is quite cold, so that's why I have my hood up here. You have one bottle of the raspberry too for tomorrow. Just seeing what's good. So you're trying all the different flavors. Yeah, yeah. The black raspberry is the most popular. Yes, it is cold. Aaron, where are you from? It is quite cold today. Yes, I have 5 free subscriptions to give away, which will allow you to have access to our Discord server. When I see 50 people watching, I will give out. And if you're interested in that, if you do this thing, it helps bring more people here. Commenting, doing the heart thing off to the side, those little heart, those things that pop up on the side. Yeah, those things there. That brings more people here. And when I get to 50 people watching at once, I'll give out 5. That gives you a little thing by your name. It gives you a bunch of emojis and access to our Discord server, where we have a wonderful group of people there from all different. We have agnostic, we have atheist, we have pagan, we have Jewish, Muslim, Christian, everyone having a good time together under the banner of spiritual entertainment. Let's see here. Better yet, go to any Ren Ferry so you can meet the wonderful folks who custom make those things. Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful artisans in the world that make things like this. You want you want an all white cloak, hot dog puller? Yeah, they have them out there. They have. There's an interesting ones I saw with Celtic designs on them, which were quite interesting. Yeah. Let's see here. I want to get the white one. Yeah. Let's see. Oh shit, we got some dumbass here. All right, let me get rid of him. Goodbye, racist. Yep, all those things. Goodbye. Let's see here. Sir Flame Drop, a good friend. It is good to see you. Glad to have you here. Andrea, where have you been? We have missed our good friend from the United Kingdom here. Andrea, we appreciate your service to the world and helping the animal folk. And it's always nice to see you on here. I hope that you're doing well. I know that it is cold where I am, and I am close to the equator. So I can only imagine how it is up where you are. Um, it's good to have you here, Andrea. Let's see here. Where am I at here? We have 2 Andreas, if I didn't confuse you. We have one from Canada. That's in the Rockies, the mountains up there. And then we have another Andrea from UK. One is a nurse. The other one is a retired veterinarian. So I hope I got you right. I try to remember everyone on here, which is quite a skill, right? J Master, J Dizzle, good to see you. If your dad wants you, okay. Well, if you are a child, you are not welcome here. This is for adults only. If you reveal to me that you're underage, I will kick you out. It's a funny mentalist, yeah. They're on here, right? Oh, let's see here. The Lilith Aris. Good to see you, Lilith Aris. All right, now you're being a pervert, hot dog puller. So goodbye. You are a real sick person. Yeah. And our good friend Cat Eyes Strongblood is here. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. And Big Jack Stalks. Good to see you, Big Jack Stalk. Cold as witches, a tit. But remember, they are not. There's not a thermometer. Oh my. Uh, but why have I always talked like this? And what do you mean by that? Do I always talk to people in this manner? It depends. Have I played Baldur's Gate 3? Certainly. I am a fan of 1 and 2. Baldur's Gate 3 was nice, but it didn't do much for me. It did not do much for me, no. No, I am not a Wiccan De Niro. I practice druidry. I am a bard. You're okay, good. Yeah. Marco, skeet, skeet, skeet to you. Can I test a special protection cast? I don't cast magical spells. My magic is in the words I weave that inspire you, that encourage you. I don't do magical spells. Is this a shot? What the F is this shot? What do you mean by that, Mark? What do you mean by that? May Ceridwen's cauldron pour over you. Thank you. Now we have about 30 people here. If you could do this, you go up there, give that a little touch. When I get to 50 people, I'm going to give out 5 free subscriptions today for the channel. That gives you access to our Discord server, gives you access to lots of emojis, and you get the Awen symbol by your name. I don't do spells. I'm not a weaver of spell. Fire Nation. You can just fall in love with me without the spell. You don't need the spell. There are people calling you fascist online. Prove it. Prove that is true. You're just making shit up here, Mark. Will you partake of the pipe weed this morning? I take, it is opioids in the morning for me and marijuana at night. I have chronic arthritis in my body. Yeah. Oblivion, Elder Scrolls, 5 born. You want there to be a return. The next Elder Scrolls is going to be 6, right? Am I off with that? Do I follow ancient Druid methods? No, I follow modern Druid methods. We don't know much about the ancient ones. We know that they are linked to culture, they are linked to a people, and those people are my ancestors. And so I try to follow them in my own way. Let's see, you've touched it already? Oh my! I'm an NPC, I can be. I love you, big dog. Thank you. Thank you. William Tyndale coined the phrases in the Bible. I'm not interested in Christianity, sir. I was a Christian for 30 years and I left. I am not interested in it. I don't want to go back to it. I am not interested in Christianity. Why should we Google it? Yeah. I wish you were a romanceable character in Baldur's Gate. I bet you do. I bet you do. Am I from Britannia? No, I am from Floridia. Floridia. That is where I live. And it's cold. All of the cold of the north has come down to the equator down here where I am. Chronic pain is grueling. Yes, it is. Yeah. I have chronic arthritis in my body. But the pain management helps. It just, what sucks about pain management is the chemicals that you have to put in your body. And that causes mood swings and all kinds of, it has side effects. There are side effects. If you're a guy, you can romance me on Tuesdays and Thursdays on Grindr. Thank you for reminding them, Pixis. This dude is effing. I wish I could meet you in real life. I bet you do. I bet you do. I have all of these people who want to be my lovers on here. I can only please so many people. This is the best I can do for you. I hope to meet people in real life one day. That would be nice, right? That would be nice to be able to do that. You live in North Florida, so you are freezing your ass off right now, as I am. I live by Orlando, so it is 20 degrees when I woke up this morning. I've lived in Florida since 1999, and I've never seen it this cold before. Where I grew up in Michigan, and coming down here, I thought was to get away from the cold. But unfortunately, the cold is quite true. What is my favorite Skyrim armor? The ebony armor. The ebony armor. It's in the 20s right now. Yeah. Side effects can be horrible. Yeah. I am the king of LARPing, and you're the king of being a jackass. Good for you. Follower of Kidda. Member of Coziology. Yeah. Why did you stop believing in God? Why are you judging me? I believe in lots of deities. Keradwin is my deity. And a dungeon master. Yes, I do. We do have a Dungeons and Dragons channel that I could share with you, where I do throughout the week. I'm on there with videos and content and such. Let me find it for you. I will put it in the link here. If you're interested in Dungeons and Dragons, this is where I talk about druidry, but I do play with my friends throughout the week. That is the link there to the D&D channel. If you're interested, go subscribe. Yeah, I play usually every Friday. I am a dungeon master on there. And Wednesdays, I'm still looking for a game. I'm still looking to be a player. Oh, I bet this guy likes forests and rivers. I like all things that are natural. Yeah. It's not cold in Florida. What's the temperature? Right now, it's 30 degrees outside where I am. I'm in Central Florida. It usually is not ever this cold. This is the worst I've seen it. Yeah, you live in North Florida, so it's got to be like 20 degrees where you are as well. Yeah. Let's see here. Where am I at? It's shorts weather for you. What is my favorite Hobbit? Uh, it's the I don't know, the older one, the original one. That Bilbo is his uncle, whatever his Frodo, right? Or do I get Bilbo? Bilbo. Frodo is the other one, the younger one, right? A new ice age is coming. Oh shit! I'm not ready for that. Good morning, Paige and Paul. Good to see you. I am doing well. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. I just want to spend the afternoon with you and see what your life's about. I want to talk around. I want to walk around Target with you and narrate your adventure. Well, we could try that at Walmart. Wouldn't that be fun? Target, there's not a lot going on there. We can go to Walmart and you can narrate my adventures at Walmart. That is the place of interaction and culture where I am from. Stephen the Bag, if you profess, I'm not interested in your Christianity. What's my favorite herbal tea? Peppermint. Peppermint is. Oh, let's see. Where am I at here? You were an atheist for 18 years, and then you had a near-death experience, and now you are pagan. I guess because religions are almost right. Um, yeah, the thing with near-death experiences, really, it plays off your chemicals of your mind. You know, the DMT dump. That's a mystery, right? How all these people in their near-death experiences, they're always different. They're always different, right? I had a near-death experience when I was younger, and it was darkness. But I remember the darkness, and it was not good. It was not good. Good morning from Toronto. Good to see you again, Robot Wolf. 45 degrees over there in Seattle. Oh my. Can you put a hex on your boss? How much money do you have? Yeah. Let's see here. What is the shadowy looking thing over your head? It is darkness. Darkness. Lego bricks are evil incarnate. As my left foot. Yeah, you step on them, right? When your kids drop the Legos around your house, it is quite a nuisance, right? The Legos, yeah. I've stepped on many of a Lego in my lifetime. Not fun at all. Not fun at all. Very painful. The foot has like some of the most sensitive nerve endings in it. So that's why when you stub your toe, you're like, oh shit, right? Because it has some of the most sensitive nerve endings in it. Trampus, Bowmaster, good to see you. Good to have you here. Not all as evil as British electronical power plugs. They hurt. Oh my, yeah. The cauliflower is broccoli's evil twin. You are not. You do not enjoy your vegetables. You are not an enjoyer of the vegetables. I see. Oh, it's getting warm in here finally. Trying to keep heated. It is cold. I just turned my electrical heater on because most homes in Florida we do not have regular heaters because we don't experience the cold. So we went and bought a bunch of heaters because it is quite cold now. Let's see here. Would you be? What would you be the best race to play as a cleric in 5e? Well, I don't play the game to power play. I hate players like that. I really do. When they come to my tables, they're just interested in winning. Murder hobos and stuff. I like the role play aspects. What I usually do is I go for a dwarf cleric of Helm. That is my usually Helm is the all-seeing deity in the Forgotten Realms. He is the one during the time of troubles. He was the guardian of the celestial realm. So that's what I would do. Yeah, I've been playing that. If you like D&D, there's my D&D channel right there. Usually I talk about spiritual stuff on here. That stuff isn't real on the other channel. It's for fun. I used to have them both together here, but it was causing problems for my algorithm. So I had to get rid of the D&D stuff and put it all on one channel. So I'm starting from scratch over there. You want to put lotion on my skin? For what reason? Why are you lubing me up for? That's not the kind of show that I have here. There's no need for lubing me up. I don't do that. This isn't a sex dungeon. This is a place of spiritual entertainment, not that kind of entertainment. I'm sure you can find other YouTube shows where you can enjoy your sexual behavior. How long did your near-death experience last? Probably under a few minutes. I mean, it was for me. It was a demonic experience. I felt something push me out of my body, and I was plunged into darkness. I think because I had suffocated in my sleep, and I came out of it, gasping, looking for life, and this was like. I would always, when I was younger, I had a lot of dark experiences as I messed around with things that conjuring, no good. Conjuring is bad. And these entities would torment me as a young person. But I found protection in calling out to the All-Father. He had delivered me every time. Like when I went into that darkness, I said, "Help me, Father." And I was brought back into my body and was able to come to life. I've had quite a bit of dark experiences as a young person. I still have them today, but I'm not being influenced by them. I'm able to give them the middle finger when they are a nuisance. Let's see here. Your near-death experience lasted a year. You had 80% of your lungs filled with fluid. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Paige. That's terrible. That's terrible. I've had that happen to my grandmother. We had to take her. She has a problem with her lungs. She has to get them vacuumed out. She's almost 100 years old. The Bard is funny. Thank you, J Master J Drizzle. Yeah, today, if you are here, when I get up to 50 people watching, I'm going to give out 5 free subscriptions. And commenting, touching the like button, it helps get me there. And if you're interested in getting the free subscriptions, there's a button down there with the $sign. You have to enable free gifts, or you won't be able to get them. There'll be a button that appears, and you'll go and touch the button. Gwendolyn, the high priestess of the orchard, is here. Aes Sedai, good to see you. Anointed with anointment. Oh my. Is death the end? No, death is a new beginning. New beginning. Death is an end and a beginning of new life. It is a transition, right? Hazel Eye, what is blasphemy? What do you find blasphemy here? I haven't said anything about anyone's religion at all. What do you find that is blasphemy? Inquisitor Bacon is here, making sure everything is not kosher. Good to see you, Inquisitor Bacon. Let's see here. Where am I at? Oh my. Trying to catch up to your comments here. Yeah, good to have all these wonderful people here. Yeah, double tap the screen. Thank you, Vixus. Thank you. I am full of lies. I think that is a lie. You are the one lying, sir. I have not lied once. I've been very forthright with people and honest. Aren't you? I'm going to assume that you're a Christian fundamentalist because you said I am a blasphemer. Now, can you prove that I'm lying? I mean, if you cannot, you are the one doing the lying, sir. It is really sad when they cannot follow their own teachings. Staff to snake. What does that mean? Your name is Staff to Snake. Now I'm thinking of a penis. Is that what you're trying to portray here? Salam to you. Where are we at here? Prostate exam is here. Good to see you. If you are interested in prostate exams, we have a person who is professional at it. You guys keep kind of been bummed out lately, trying to snap out of it. Now, how do you do that? How do you snap out of it? Through practice, right? You reject the premise. You reject the premise. Say, well, my brain chemistry is aligning right now with the idea of being bummed out. You start to take charge of it, and that takes work. You start practicing. I am not bummed out. Things are going to get better. This is just a difficulty. Just a difficulty right now. Things are going to get better. That's how you snap out of it. It's easy just to give in and let it take its course, right? It is easy to do that. It takes work to practice positivity. And when you start practicing positivity, the chemistry of your brain aligns with that. Many of us, it is very difficult to take responsibility for our emotional status. We choose our own misery sometimes when we don't have to. Like the idea, I'll be happy when I get to that place in life. No, you won't. You ain't going to be happy then. That is an illusion. You're making yourself miserable right now until you get to that place in life that you want to be. You will be miserable because you have chosen to be that way. Like I will be happy when I get the new job. No, you won't. If you're not happy now, you're not going to be happy then. You'll be happy momentarily. You're like, oh, I made it. I feel good. And then you'll start the process all over again. Like, well, now I have to go and do this. Now I have to do that. You make yourself miserable by the way you choose to think about your life. Let's see here. Dragon Art Lover. Good morning. Blessings of Odin upon you. Thank you. We have a lot of Norse pagan friends that come and visit me here. Is you drinking lean? What does that mean? What does drinking lean mean? That's scissor up? No, that is not scissor up. That is sparkling ice, sir. Your lungs are shit. I'm sorry to hear that, Peach. I'm sorry to hear that. Give out 5 free cans of SpaghettiOs instead and count you in. If I could do that, that would be fun. If I could give out SpaghettiOs to people, that would be a lot of fun to do. Do I take supplements? Yes, every day. I take vitamin B is the big one for me. I usually take magnesium, calcium. I take a whole bunch of supplements, usually every day, but normally just vitamin B. The one that has all of it, the vitamin B plus or whatever it is called, that has a little bit of vitamin C in it and some other herbs and spices. And I started doing that, I think in my mid 30s. I've been taking supplements every day, and it has preserved my age. Now, I'm going to be 50 years old this year. And I still, every now and then, I'll get carded for beer. Taking vitamins helps, uh, especially vitamin E. It is really good for your skin and hair. Um, I have lost quite a bit of my hair since, like right here, because my forehead keeps expanding as I get old. Because my brain, it enlarges. It's kind of like the intelligence. It keeps going. And so my hair can't keep up with my head. So I have this receding height. This is probably the worst it's going to be. You know, that started when I was like 20. I'm like, oh shit. I had this really long hair, and I'm like, what's going on here? And so I used Rogaine for a while because I was really into vanity back then. You know, but all that is gone now. I would prefer just to shave my head, but I find that having a little bit of hair is helpful because I look violent. People have told me that I look violent when I have a bald head. When I was a clergyman, my parishioners were like, "Please grow some hair." So, so I have had the hair, um, and I do for a haircut. My wife, she cuts my hair every couple of weeks, um, just as normal style here. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, I encourage people take vitamins if you can. Just a multivitamin is very helpful for you because we don't get all the proper nutrients that we need in our foods. That takes a lot of work to do. If you are into finding proper nourishment in the food that we have today, that takes work. There are people that do that. You have all the right foods. Some of you live on farms, right? You have everything you need there. But I do not live on a farm. I'm reliant on the grocery store, and my budget is slim because I take care of a large family. I have 8 children, and I only have 6 at the house. I have 2 who have moved out. My oldest daughter, she is 25. She lives in Texas with my grandkids. And my oldest son, he is, finishing up college in May, then moving on there. But I have all. It is expensive to buy food. The agenda of certain powers in my country, they want you to eat shit and die. Really, they all of the good food is always expensive. So vitamin supplements are quite helpful for that. I give my children multivitamins. Uh, this is something that I think is very essential in our modern day for good health. My doctor says I'm in perfect health for my age. I am in perfect health, and that I think is I am for the vitamins. The vitamins. Another big one, if you are Caucasian, vitamin D. That is very important because Caucasian people, you lose the vitamin D when you get older, and that's very important for uh, the health of your body. The vitamin D does a lot for keeping you healthy. So I take a big vitamin D supplement regularly as well. Let's see here. You can't stick out. You have the doctors. Yeah, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow morning and Wednesday morning, but I'll be in the evening here. I'll be in the evening for those days. Tonight, I'm doing 2 shows today. I also will be on this afternoon around 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. for your spiritual entertainment in the evening. I'm hoping to find a game for Wednesday for on my other channel, uh, to do a D&D stream on Wednesday night. I haven't found a game yet. I'm still searching. The last one was a washout. The dungeon master was very inexperienced and could not manage his game properly. So I just trolled the everyone had a good time. I trolled the Dungeons and Dragons. Trolling is a lot of fun if you know how to do it right. If you can make people laugh. Um, let's see here. I know if people knew how much gossip can make you sick on the energetic level. Yeah, you are right. Um, you are right about that. How you conduct yourself in the world, your speech affects your patterns of thinking. The need for gossip, it can be quite unhealthy. When destroying other people through your speech, you are destroying yourself, really, when you do that. Um, so I certainly agree with you. Let's see here. Bad boy, yeah, good to know you. Where are we at here? Bard had a bottomless flask of knowledge and juice. Knowledge and juice. Like gin and juice. Smoking endo, rolling down the street uh, with gin and juice. Yeah. Also, he observed times and used enchantments, witchcraft, and dealt with familiar spirits. Well, all right. You're talking about the Bible. I am not interested in it. I am not a practitioner of magic. Magic to me is bringing out the natural in the world, the natural entities, getting people. That is one of cooperation with what is already here. That's what you'll find in druidry. Is you do have people that do it all their own way, but druidry to me is the magic of it. It is remembering what is already here. A druid does not seek power; he remembers it. That's how I understand it. That it is all here, and learning to participate in the natural, finding meaning and purpose in it. That is my magic. Um, I don't draw upon other forces. Now, Celadwin is a goddess of mine. She is like a spirit guide. She is one who encourages. I don't like call out to Celadwin, let's cast the spell. I don't feel that it's necessary to do that. Many of these deities that people turn to for magical arts, the deities are just, revealing what is already there in you. They cannot do this for you. It is already here. You don't need deities to do great things because you are great already. The deities just inspire, they just encourage. Let's see here. Where are we at? Come to the cauldron of the hour. Can you take over narrating for Nat Geo when David Attenborough dies? Oh, that would be fun to do. I would love to do that. Now, I've had many compliments on my narration skills. I would love to do commercials. I would love, people love the way that I articulate meaning and reality to people. I am gifted as a storyteller. Um, so I would love to do that. I would love to do that. You are using enchanted sand. Ooh, look at that. As an angelic being, he won't die. David Attenborough. Yeah. David is cool. Yeah, certainly. Certainly. Let's see. Thank you. That really makes me feel better. I'm glad it does. I'm glad that I was able to inspire you. Yeah. One of the easiest things to be is despair. It's easy to give up. When you let the experiences and the environments and the emotions, just run their course, they don't stop. they'll keep bringing you into a dark place. And it is a challenge to take responsibility for the way you think about yourself and world. And that takes practice, right? This up here is a roller coaster. You cannot rely on the stability of your day-to-day life. You have this roller coaster experience. Sometimes you feel wonderful, sometimes you do not. Sometimes you think you are wonderful, sometimes you are not. When you begin to see that this reality about yourself, that doesn't define you. You have this power within you, the human will. That is what you need to utilize to define yourself. Because this isn't all, you lose this thing here. When you get older, some people, they lose their minds, right? You cannot rely on your mental experiences to define you. You must take charge of that, right? You must enter an experience of positivity through hard work. And you can do that. Every human being can. A lot of chronic depressed people, it is because you have chosen that. Now, some people have chemical problems. I am no psychologist. I'm talking about spirituality. A lot of pain and suffering is because you choose to let it dictate your life. You don't take responsibility of your emotions. And so you remain in a state of despair. I know what that's like. That most of my younger life was like that. No one taught me how to take responsibility for my inner life, my emotions, my ideas. No one taught me how to define myself. That took many years as an adult and learning from others. One of the great influences in that regard was this person that is quite famous in Hinduism. His name is Sadhguru. He's a famous guru in the world. Now, I don't agree with everything that he teaches. I think he has narcissistic tendencies, in my opinion. He likes talking about himself a lot. But he is a genius because he is able to make modern Hinduism very accessible. And in Hinduism, you learn this art of inner engineering, as he calls it. And I've benefited greatly from his teachings. And there's a lot of people that have taught me wonderful things, and I make that as something that I share with people, my experiences of whatever in my own way, and taking responsibility for one's actions, taking responsibility for the action in terms of this is an activity up here. And you can let it just do its own thing. Or you could say, no, I'm going to think that I'm wonderful. I'm going to think that my life is going to get better. You have to practice that. There's no such thing as Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law is you not taking responsibility for your life and letting the despair begin to roll out and ruin you. Let's see here. Time to open up another bottle of the sparkling ice. Yeah, I drink about probably 4 bottles of this a day. Usually at least 1 or 2 during a program because I have to keep the pipes watered. Let's see here. You don't remember me. I sent you that poem. Oh, you were the lady yesterday that about the traversing into menopause. Menopause. I can't say it right. Yeah, that was a beautiful poem. Now I remember you. Staff to snake. That is a reference to the book of Exodus where Moses throws down his staff. I understand now. All right. Yeah, I try to find humor in lots of things. But now I recall you. Yeah, that was a beautiful poem that you shared with us yesterday. Very beautiful about taking this journey into the becoming a crone. Yeah, maiden, mother, and crone. The revelation of womanhood, the beauty of womanhood. Very beautiful poem. Everyone's worried about another war starting. Canada is joining the hockey maple syrup and breaking rules. Yeah, wars happen. It's terrible, right? Terrible. We live in dark times, right? Where these leaders in our world, they are very self-serving, very self-serving. I don't even watch the news. I mean, it's always bad news. When you turn on the news, I'd like to hear some good news. It's always bad news. Where I live in the United States, it's dark times, right? But we have these things. They come and they go. The best you can do is to try to make your world bright where you are, right? Canada can break a few rules as a treat. Some crazy X flares coming from the sun. Last couple of days, shit's getting wild. When the sun acts up, so does people. Yeah. Canada airdropping wolves on Michigan. Oh no. Wow, look at that. Jamin event. Good to see you. Good to have you here, good friend. Not interested in Jesus, your version of it. No, thank you. I don't want to talk to Christians here. Now, if you want to talk about your spirituality, that's good. I'm not interested in Bible verses. I don't want to go back to Christianity. I left it for a good reason. The primordial reality. Oh, thank you for sharing that. You feel God's presence here? Look at you, Paul. You are encountering the divine here with your bard. Yeah, don't preach here. We're not interested. We're not interested in your religion. Mohammed, good to see you. Salam alaikum. And our good friend Kiki here, master of homosexuality. Good to see you here. Just saying hi. Bard, why the choice Keredwin? The choice Keredwin for this room? Why not choose Keredwin? I like the pentangle. I used to put images of Keredwin up, right, to scare off Christians. I think the pentacle has more power. I really like this has a Keredwin feel for me. I like it. The art. I'll bring Keredwin was on yesterday. We had Keredwin on yesterday, right? For our Sunday, Keredwin 316. Oh, let's see here. You could pass for 35, yeah. You are 28 and you get carded every time because you're 5 foot tall. Look at you. They think you're a child because of your stature, right? You turned 47 today. Well, best wishes to you, my friend. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, sir. You're feeling old? Yeah, it happens. You want to buy a vape a while back and was carded? The guy looked and super quickly gave you your ID back. I asked him to calculate birthdays so fast, and he said, the year starts with 19. That's all you need. Look at that. You're doing research for Keredwin, The Essence Soul. Yeah. The best book about Keredwin is there's this druid, this Welsh druid that wrote a book about Keredwin. Christopher Hughes, is that his name? I can't remember. It's very detailed about Ceridwen in the Bardic tradition. We get Ceridwen from the Bardic mythology of Wales. That's where she comes from. Yeah. At one point, Ceridwen was an ancestor, but she experienced apotheosis. So now she is someone of importance to my ancestors and to me. Now in the beginning, when I put her images up in the back, it was to piss Christians off, to get them not to be here. My goddess Ceridwen. But she started showing up. I'm like, well, this is a new journey for me in my life, in leaving Christianity. So she is now my guide. She is a mother and a being of inspiration to me. Yeah, her presence just there was no like words. It was an embrace that I am here to help. I am here to love. I am here to guide. So Ceridwen is my goddess in that respect. I don't worship her. I appreciate her. You could certainly call that a form of worship. You died that day? Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Street Poet. Appreciate you. So is it okay drinking artificial lemon juice for vitamins? I am not an expert on the vitamins. I'm just sharing what now diuretic lemon juice is wonderful because it helps you to go to the bathroom. Uh, that's another thing important for good health is hydration, and as a diuretic, lemon juice is wonderful. It helps you to urinate, right? Um, but it also removes the enamel off your teeth if you drink too much of it. You are 36, and most people think I'm 23, 25. You moisture and hydrate. Don't smoke tobacco. Yeah. Good morning. The servant of Anubis is here. Vixen. Now, my daughter was doing one of those like apps that tell you what god you are based on what month, Egyptian god. And I was Anubis. Isn't that something? She was Osiris. Well, now you have a golden a golden penis. She thought that was funny. I told her the mythology of it's Osiris that was chopped up in pieces and put back together again by his wife, right? Uh, and they had their child Horus. Am I right about that? And he had the golden wiener, so she can procreate with him. You got hella grays. You start at about 20 seconds and with your idea, no words, always awkward. Interesting, yeah. Let's see here. Where are we at here? You're starting to drink more fresh lemon juice in water, cleaning the liver, medication for the junk food, and etc. Very nice. Lemon juice in water, cucumber. That also is a good thing. Yeah. Now people were talking about yesterday drinking hot dog juice. That was a new terminology that my wife educated me. She also educated me about chocolate starfishes. She kept giggling about it every time I would say it. I did not know what a chocolate starfish was until she told me after the show. So I'm sure that some of you got a kick out of that yesterday when we were talking about chocolate starfishes and hot dog water. Uh, Ultra hydrating, yes. Oh, let's see. You are 36, but you act 26 and look 46. Oh my. You're getting up there. Oh, cucumber not peeled and mixed. My tortoise loves cucumbers. She loves eating the cucumbers. That's like one of her favorite foods is cucumbers. She is really cold right now with the heat lamp on. It's still cold as shit. In my daughter's room, she has the tortoise. I'll go get her real quick. I'll wait about 20. I'll wait till I go wake up my children for their school day, and then I'll bring you the tortoise. Um, let's see here. It's not to have zero ego. It's to be humble and kind. Your ego is, what does it say? Shit, I just lost your comment there. Let me try to find it again. Damn. Lost your comment. I hate when that happens. Trying to read what you're saying, and then it disappears on me. Where are you at? Uh, let's see here. Shit, I'm sorry. There it is. I found it. Prostate exam. Your ego is the boat we are used to in the sea of life. Ego has nothing to do with taking care of yourself during bad times. Yeah, you cannot live without an ego. it's healing the ego. That I don't see ego as evil. How it's defined is a negative, right? This reality of the self is wonderful. It's how your perception of it, I think, is very important. Uh, I think that you are wonderful. You just need to realize it, right? Let's see here. Remember to like, yeah. When I get to 50 people up here, I'm going to give out 5 free subscriptions today. Pushing that thumb button helps bring more people here, and the free subscription will help you to become a member of our Discord community. Yeah, we have a wonderful group of people on there. Wonderful group of people. Cold, could you please tell us the story of how Jesus walked on water? Um, the story of him walking on the water was during a storm, right? There's 2 different accounts of it. There's one during a storm, and there's one where it's late at night, right? It is the mythology of it is that the water was waiting for this moment to reveal itself to the world. He isn't just walking on the water. This is a moment when the natural and the divine intermingle and are transformed. The water is no longer just water. It is something wonderful that has a story to tell. That's how I interpret that as a druid. Now, I am not a Christian anymore, but I started out druidry as a Christian. And I found many good stories that reflect druidic principles in the Bible. And I am not a fan of the Bible. I think it is not a good book, but it does hold mythology that is valuable. Let's see here. Let's see. Bard, how is your female voice? Maybe if you had a Caledon hand puppet, you can do all of that kind of stuff. Well, my femi voice is terrible. Like if you watch my Dungeons and Dragons game, when I have to narrate a female voice, it is terrible. It is don't sound like a lady at all. It just doesn't work. Maybe I need one of those voice filters to sound like a lady. Yeah. Let's see here. You know the saying, the fruits of your labor. It's true. Do something creative. It is good for your soul. Yeah, thank you, sister. You prefer the moon walking on the water. That is far more beautiful. Look at that. Yeah. There's a beauty to that when you see the reflection of the moon. Now, my ancestors, they understood water has many different meanings. And one of the meanings is that the water is a portal to the other world. It helps you to go deeper into the reality of what is here. So water has always been used in religions, right? As a way to, like baptism in Christianity, to bring you into the kingdom, right? Water has always had a sacred place amongst my ancestors for purification, for blessing, for consecration, to this very day, in the Celtic spirituality. Sacred wells, sacred rivers. The adventures of the bard riding the turtle. Could you explain if I don't bow to your God, am I due? Chuck, what makes you think that this has anything to do with Christianity? I am not a Christian, sir. There's nothing on here that says Christian. You have a pentacle. You have a triskelion. You have a cloak here. It says in the hashtag, druid, spirituality, pagan, goddess. What makes you think that this has anything to do with Christianity? There is no Christian symbolism here at all. Timmy, you're an adult. Good for you. Shannon, we are still learning. Yeah. You should call a doctor. Why? What's going on? Sadhguru is the go-to. Yeah, you like Hindu spirituality, so Uh, I've read just about all of his major books, Sadhguru, and I loved his book on karma. That was really good. That will really help you to understand what karma is. Very good book. His book on death, I thought, was really dark. He might not have intended it that way, but there was a darkness in it that I did not like. A lot of narcissism in the way that he presents starts talking about his life. Now, some of the things I don't like that he's doing with the little goddesses that he made, a goddess that's supposed to last 4,000 years, and he's selling. Now, he might not be doing this, but selling these little rock goddesses to people, saying you'll be prosperous if you have this in your home. Now, I don't know if he's doing that or that, but that's how I saw it. I mean, I thought that was bullshit. He's doing what the Christian prosperity preachers are doing. I think all that fame and power is getting him astray. No one is immune. I am not immune. I mean, I could go astray too, being on here. No one is immune, and it's good to listen to people, to say, "Hey, look what you're doing. This is bullshit," right? It's good to listen to people and their criticisms. I don't mind being criticized on here, as long as you're not being an asshole about it. You're an adult child, is what you are, right? Lay off the opiates, Timmy. Oh man, Timmy is doing too many drugs. Chuck, take care. You're getting drunk. I don't consume alcohol on a regular basis. Only on occasions I will get drunk. Um, I don't drink alcohol anymore. I use marijuana for my chronic pain. Can we please talk about butterflies and how weird it is that they taste with their feet? I don't know much about the butterfly. In my grove, throughout the year, there are always butterflies. It is quite majestic when you see them all gathering and flying around. It's like being in a dream. In the middle of the summertime, the butterflies are very active in my grove, and it's just really like being in a dream. I just sit there with just amazement at the beauty of my grove. And this is like in the middle of a Florida swamp. I mean, it's really beautiful. You have to be careful too. In Florida, you have some of the caterpillars are very poisonous, and kill you. The very fuzzy ones with the hair sticking out, don't pick them up. If they bite you, you're dead. Um, Very, very serious. Yes, good to see you, Aaron. Absolutely agree about Sadhguru. He has some great insights as well as he comes out narcissistic at times. Yeah, yeah, I've really enjoyed him. There was a time in my life, a mental health crisis in my family, and I was looking for answers for healing. And I used his books were very helpful for that moment in my family life. Am I Bavarian? No, I am not Bavarian. Uh, Cream donuts are the best. You like Bavarian? Those are good. Yeah, Bavarian cream. Oh yeah. Oh, let's see here. Lone Arrows. Good to see you. You have to go give some blood. All right, take care of yourself. Get some Owen out there today. Thank you, whoever sent me the membership. Much appreciated. You're welcome. And you can join us on Discord, Aaron. Yeah, you can join us on Discord. There's a members only tab where you can join us. You love how Canada is at peace and hockey, but they were the first made the list of the if yeah they have wonderful hockey teams up there. I used to enjoy hockey as a young person. Not too much anymore. I don't have really the time, but hockey was a sport most people in the north there they appreciate. Michigan, everyone. When I was younger, the Detroit Red Wings, they were winning all of the time. A very Steve Eisenman now was the captain. I don't know if he is now anymore. I think he's managing the team. I don't keep up. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Tragedy sells. Yeah, certainly. The fact that there is so much bullshit happening, that's all the news, is why I've been focusing on the videos I found teaching me the history of the planes and tanks. Oh, that's less depressing. You enjoy learning about the history of craft and art and materials and things of that nature, making of planes. Yeah, that could be. Uh, there was a wonderful show. I think it's all on Amazon Prime. How it's made. You ever watch those? Those are quite interesting. They have that relaxing music in the background, and you watch this show, and it tells you how things are made. Yeah, that is quite an enjoyable show. Your Jesus pounds beers. I think he's more into the wine. Let's see here. Where are we at here? What do I believe in? Spiritual entertainment. That is my religion. Oh, where am I at here? Birthday 47, yeah. Where am I at? What's up, ass blood? I am not. What is an ass blood? What does that mean? I know it's some type of insult, but what do I do for fun? I play Dungeons and Dragons. You can, down there in the pin is a link to my D&D channel. If you're interested, go give it a subscription. That's what I do for fun. Is I play Dungeons and Dragons. That's about it. Uh, most of my life, I'm always working. In D&D, I'm always the shortest. Anyone else part of a short party? So you play a halfling. So you play a halfling in D&D? What is your understanding of 666? For us, it is a beautiful reality to strive for, like the Christian doctrine. 666 really, in the context of the biblical narrative, has to do with Caesar Nero. It is a symbols that represent his name. It was never meant to be more than that. But modern Christians are quite delusional, and in response, certain groups use this as a symbol to contradict Christianity. It really has no meaning beyond the biblical narrative. It is not an evil. It is a number of. They couldn't say in the narrative that the Caesar is bad. That's all it meant. The book of Revelation is no big deal. It's about a certain time in a certain place. And it was meant to give Christians of that time hope. It had nothing to do with the future. It is not prophecy. It is an encouragement to a community. It is not real. Gods don't let devils loose on the earth. It's really bullshit. If you take it out of the proper context of just a letter of encouragement to people. It was something debated whether it should be put in the Bible canon to begin with. The Eastern Church did not like it, but the Roman Church, that was one of their main books, is they like to control and manipulate people with fear. So what kind of religion are you? Staff to snake. You had a beautiful poem yesterday about menopause. You are the striving for 666. What type of religious reality is that? Are you are you of the Church of Satan? Is that what you are part of? Joseph the artist, good to see you. What is my belief? Spiritual entertainment. I am a bard. I practice druidry. That's it. Nothing, no big deal. Let's see here. Oh, God, member. Yeah. Gold member. You're a gold member. From Skyrim, you're a half cat, half human, or you're one of those Khajiits in Skyrim. Lots of protein. The groundhog said 6 more weeks of winter. Now, the idea of the groundhog, that comes from a real tradition that's based in the Germanic lands where they would use animals to see the reality of winter. That's an ancient practice that animals would react a certain way during this time to reveal if there is going to be longer winter. So the idea of the groundhog being afraid of its shadow, that is an ancient practice, which is now it's kind of like uh, a joke or humor or symbolism, uh, but that's how people were able to determine if they need more candles. There's a lot of candles that, like in the Christian tradition, Candlemas, right? Uh, what we did for Imbolc yesterday, well, actually Saturday night begins the festival of my ancient Celtic ancestors. We lit a bunch of candles. I bought some tulips, and we didn't get a chance to put the lace around the trees. We wanted to do that, but it was too damn cold to go outside yesterday. We wanted to go do that. Um, but yeah, it's a beautiful tradition. Is hot dog water a euphemism? It means semen. That's what my wife told me it meant. Yeah, I'm just catching up. I'm just catching up with the humor of the world. I was sheltered for 30 years. What do you in Christianity? So I got to learn all of this new stuff here from you people. Oh, let's see here. Oh, your ego is the goat. Look at you. Look at you. Oh man, where are we at here? God of Chaos is here. You don't have enough sugar? And Natalie, Reiki Fingers. And Natalie has a wonderful new channel uh, that she does divination on that you can find in our Discord community. I don't know if YouTube will let you put it on here. They usually block out links. But Natalie, go ahead and give a plug for your new channel if you want on here. She does wonderful encouragement there, wonderful inspiration at her divining table. No, she is not Jewish. There's a pentacle on there. She is not Jewish. That is not a Star of David. This is not a Star of David either. It is a pentacle. Uh, let's see here. Yeah, where are we going here? The world would be fun. You get a D voice changer. Oh my. Where are we? Good morning to you. The baptism of Christianity, Israel is real. I don't know. I don't keep up with Christianity and its madness. Water is life and keeper of secrets. Yes. Mystic Forge Outdoors. Look at you. Look at that. That symbol there. I could tell that you love the ancient goddess Bridget, right? She is the master of the forge of the fires. Master. She is the one who is in the Irish tradition, Celtic tradition, poetry, healing. She's a wonderful goddess. Very much like Caledon in the fires of her cauldron. You had to brush out your shedding cat's hair. Oh my. They don't like getting brushed. Some cats like it. Some cats like it. Modern Christianity is paganism. Uh, I think because modern Christianity, like most modern pagans, they don't sacrifice the way their ancestors do. Like our ancestors, they were afraid of their gods. They tried to appease them. Christianity continues this mentality with the understanding of paying off the deity. It's quite wretched. I mean, to think of deity and that you have to pay them off and appease them. So Christianity is very ancient pagan in that respect. You find water fascinating. It's been on the earth for 4 billion years. It came here from outer space. Did it really? Is that what scientists say, that it came from outer space? It's like magic? Interesting. I didn't know that. The hardest thing about having a pet is they get something they shouldn't. Yeah. Am I a wizard? On my D&D channel, which you can find down there in the pin. That's where I am a wizard. Here I am not a wizard. Modern Christianity has nothing to do with paganism. It wants to rob women of all rights and standing. Look at you standing up for justice. Terry, what's up? Good morning from the other side of town. Good to see you, Terry. Targeted. In my opinion, your true power and source is in yourself. You can't change a ward of energies, but you can monitor and heal your own. Look at that. The wisdom of Kiki. You have wild rabbits in summertime? Yeah, we have them. We call them bog bunnies over here in Florida. I have a bunch living behind my house. They are beautiful creatures. They have really tiny ears, the bog bunnies. Very, very wild, very fast. Often a delicacy of gators. They eat those poor creatures. They live on the edge of bogs. They burrow in. I can only imagine how cold they are right now outside. Those poor, precious bog bunnies. Yeah, they have cute little tiny ears. They are not floppy, but they are very, very rounded, the bog bunnies. ELP. If they are poisonous, it's not their bite you have to worry about. It's you biting them. Look at you. Good to see you, ELP. I don't think the barb caterpillars usually bite, but their hairs are poisonous. That's probably what the problem is then, because there have been people in Florida that have died from them. They have died from these caterpillars. Good to see you, Ashley X. Good to have you here. If you use Reiki to use Reiki to ward negative energies like white and black magic, I don't know. Maybe Natalie could respond to that. I am not an expert. Natalie here is the expert on the channel here of all things Reiki. Let's see here. Satya is another great guru. Satya, I'll have to look into him. Let's see here. You just followed the medical route. You're trying to find the problem. Others are wrong. I am right or good. Nah, not for me. Yeah, that's a terrible practice, right? Black tourmaline is a powerful stone to repel negative energies, but don't wear it around computers. Does it have an effect on computers? Interesting. Let's see here. Where am I at? You have a lovely voice. Thank you. Yes, that is one of my gifts. Jamin likes watching me play D&D on my D&D channel. I try not to think. All right, I got to go wake up my children for school. I'll be back with the tortoise. I'll bring the tortoise in here. I got to go wake them up. I'll be right back. All right, children. It's time to wake up. It's time to rise. entertainment. I'm grabbing my tortoise so you can see my tortoise. All right. Gotta get your computer. All right, here's my tortoise. She is freezing right now. And even under the heat lamp, she is so cold. Look at her. She's like, oh, thank you for scratching the back of my neck. Oh, look at her. She's such a sweet looking lady there. Look at her. Oh, she is sweet. I'm warming her up. All right. Back to your cage, tortoise. Tortoise time. Oh, my tortoise. Laptop and everything. All right, wake up, girl. All right, all of the children have risen. They have been assigned their tasks of doing homework and stuff. I am returning back here for your entertainment privilege. Here I am. Oh, all right. Let's see where I'm at here. I try not to think in terms like negative and positive, but my experience with Wicca, who uses white nor black magic or conjuring or forcing stuff, if you engage to fight the enemy, yes. All right, thank you, Kiki. Don't want to make anything. Let's see here. Where are we at here? You're having a conversation about the negative and positive, the dark and the light. Yeah. There are two necessary realities of without contrast. There's no growth, right? You need the two things in life to develop, right? You practice Wicca, Ashley? I practice druidry. Wiccans are my neighbors. Oh, it's quite cold today where I am at. Eating some cabbage and fish. Look at you, you're doing it again. You're eating your fish and cabbage soup. Willow and Phil, nice to see you again. Let's see. I think that we have individual views because it is my experience. But that's pretty cool how we read auras differently. Yeah, I've noticed that people read auras differently. I think a lot of it has to do with how you understand the world, right? That how you interpret things. I think that the aura reading is unique. You are the one who sees it, right? The energy and how you interpret it in your own way. So I've heard like different people talking about my aura differently. Normally, people say it is green. That is the normal. Where am I at here? You see where I am here, looking just a little bit behind here in the comments, trying to catch up here. Hello there, toppling a tortoise. Yes, I'm having a fantastic day. Thank you for it. What religion is this? The spiritual entertainment is the religion. And when I get to 50 people watching today, I will give out 5 free subscriptions. Go up and touch this. It helps. Right there. That thing right there. That helps. The like button. You read white as inspiration. You see dark shadows and shapes and auras. If there's corruption. Oh my. Corruption is no fun. No fun to deal with. Let's see here. You think your meal is making my tummy rumble? Oh no. Yeah, you were talking about your bowel movement yesterday. Magic and druidry. Yeah. Tolkien, a devout Catholic, said that magic is a natural part of nature and is neutral. It is the intent of the practitioner if it is dark or white. Yeah. Where do I get that cloak? You can buy them on Amazon. There's all kinds of cloaks on there. Rose and Hook is Natalie's channel there, at Rose and Hook. Plugging Natalie's wonderful channel there, where you can get readings. Yeah, my community members are free to share all of their stuff. I want to help everyone, have success. What is my favorite pet? A rabbit. Rabbit. I have 2 rabbits downstairs. They're trying to stay. Yeah, Jesus Pharaoh. You can do a plug for your channel. He is a musician. He plays guitar. Yeah, we've enjoyed watching some of his instrumental. Yeah, my community members, feel free to always talk about your channel. I don't. It does. I'm here to help you have a good life. It doesn't bother me. I hope I'm never in competition. If I'm doing a show the same time you are, I hope that I don't ever take away from what you want to do. I want you all to be successful. People that hoard their success and not share it, I think, are terrible. I want everyone to be successful. Let's see here. What potion should I drink? Coffee. Coffee is the potion you need. Coffee is the potion you need. Yeah, it's good to see our Lord Jesus Pharaoh here. You are from Utah, Ashley. You are from Utah. Are you a Mormon? Are you a Mormon? All right, Kiki, take care of yourself. I see the complementary color of the chakra that is being activated, mostly high, the hue affected by the health of the chakra, You think trees are the key to the universe. You certainly could say something about that, right? We have a symbiotic relationship with the plant kingdom, mostly through trees. These are the ones that we really, we don't treat them that way, do we? Most people, they are just trees to you. You wouldn't be here without the tree. The tree is what contributes to your well-being more than any other thing in this world. The tree is in Druidry. We recognize that sacred relationship with the tree. Let's see here. Oh, allergies. Have a blessed day. Let's see. Are you UK? No, I am from Florida. Florida is where I'm from. Let's see. Hope you are well today, Bob. I am ELP. I am wonderful. I am just cold. It's so cold down here in the south. It would serve them very well to. Oh, you're talking to Trampus. The bog bunnies will be fine. Here, the snowshoe hares are rocking the cold. You love snowshoe hares? Swamp Hodag, nice to see you again. Have I heard of the shoe bill? No, I have not. Let's see here. Your cloak is red with gold trim and runes. You have a runic cloak that you wear. Are you, Ashley? Are you a practitioner of pagan, Norse paganism? Is that why you have runic symbols on your cloak? Let's see here. Hail Ceridwen. May she lead us to the light of her cauldron. You have a raw black tourmaline bracelet. I wore it to work. The checkout is computerized, and it keeps glitching until I took the bracelet off. Look at that. All that energy, that natural energy from it, glitching out the computers there. A pendulum can help you see the frequency and current of each chakra if you can't sense it. Interesting, Natalie. You're a Sufi Muslim? Yeah, I love Sufi Islam. That's my favorite. The rest of it, no thank you. But the Sufis, to me, there's lots of wisdom. Like in Ibn Arabi or Rumi. He is like the one I like a lot. Deep reality of unity with the divine. Interesting. Let's see here. Now, you shared a poem with us about uh, the transition into menopause, right? Yeah, that was you, right, yesterday. And as a practitioner of Islam, do you feel, I don't know how Sufi Islam views women, but I know in a lot of Islam that women are, keeping up with the Abrahamic traditions. They are not treated in the same way, that they don't have the same rights with certain laws and things. How do you feel about that as a lady that is a Sufi Islam? Uh, do you experience any inequality in your practice of Sufi Islam? Let's see. You just woke up, headed over, basking in the warm to start your day. Look at you. You need a tortoise and rabbit race. The tortoise wins. The rabbits are lazy. They'll just flop over somewhere. The tortoise likes running around. Then the tortoise always, like, if I took her out in my backyard, she'll be on the run until she finds a corner and she starts digging. She likes to dig and bury herself. Let's see here. You like turtles? Yeah, I like tortoises. If you think of it, words can be spells. Yes. That's how I understand my poetry in the way that I speak to you. I'm weaving something now, right? And I'm trying to weave a spell that goes inside, reaches deep, and brings you to a wonderful place. Uh, Real sorry for boys, but the first, what does that mean? Why are you sorry for boys? Tourmaline is a good one today. Lots of solar radiation from the X-class flares yesterday. Oh my. Trinity Ivy Moon. Good to see you. Yeah, really appreciate the recovery programs for paganism. Trinity has shared those on our Discord channel, that there are 12-step groups that are pagan, which you don't always find, right? You have to dig deep for those. April touched the green ooze and turned into a tortoise. Oh my. Let's see here. Where am I at? You wear a hermitite bracelet. Oh, interesting. I never heard of a hermitite. That is a new one for me. Oh, let's see. Where am I at? And geomagnetic winds. We're experiencing geomagnetic winds. Look at that. So much fun going on right now. Geomagnetic winds. Dinner tonight is cabbage and potatoes and pork loin. Good for you. Good for you. Let's see here. We just experience nature differently than you, Morgan. Oh, Morgan's whining. Let's see here. I practice satanic music. No, I don't do anything satanic. I'm not into the Christian boogeyman. Sorry. Define magic. Is it evil? Magic, like, imagine there's a wall there that says you cannot go further. Magic is seeking to go beyond the wall. That's how in a very plain way, it's having the ability to go beyond what is right there, to make it more. Where, for instance, you have a tree in your backyard. It is no longer a tree. It is something wonderful. It is something magical. There's certain definitions that say this is as far as you can go, and then you say, no, I'm going to go beyond that. That is magic to me. It is a natural process to make things more than what they seem to be. Let's see here. Now, if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, magic is from the weave, from Mistress Weave. That's what it is. And my D&D channel is down below. This is real stuff here. 20 degrees in Florida, that's unheard of. Yes, it is. This is rare, right? Right now, where I live, it just hit 31. It's supposed to be a high of 50 today. It's going to be cold again tonight. I've never had to buy a heater. I don't have natural heat in my home. I only have air conditioning. So we have heaters going. It is cold. Rebellious neck vlogs. Redneck. You are a redneck. You probably live in Florida, don't you? Around where I live. I live in the capital of rednecks, Polk County. Impressive dialogue and facial expressions here. How does one engage with your spiritual entertainment community? Well, you can become a community member. There's a join button over there. For the price of a cup of coffee, I do this for a living. You can join our Discord community. Now, if I get to 50 people up here viewing at one time today, I'll give out 5 free subscriptions where you can become a member of our Discord community. So that is the way. We have a wonderful community of, we have atheist, we have agnostic, we have pagan, we have Christian, Muslim, Jew, all in one place together. 20 in Florida and 65 in Colorado. Yeah. What the heck's going on with that? Look at that. I don't think I'd be competition to you. I don't hardly have any subscribers here. Feel free to talk about your channel. I don't. There is no competition for me. I don't want to be in competition with anyone else. If you're trying to promote your channel, I want to help you to be successful. I am here by the good graces of Caradwin. That is the only reason why I'm here. Play a lute too. Much respect to D&D players. It's complex for me to follow. Well, 5th edition is really easy to use. The older editions might be a little bit more complex, especially if the 1E. That was a little bit more complex. But 5th edition is quite user-friendly. Let's see here. 38 degrees in Fort Lauderdale. Oh, my. More extreme weather right now, yeah. Yeah, it must be nice. 16 where you are? Oh, man, 6 feet. Damn. Magic is how ancient people would explain science. Yeah, no, it was how they did their science. All what you see in the world today in terms of science comes from magic. It was people saying, we're going to go beyond that wall. And they did it the best way they could. They used the tools that were available to them. And now we have greater tools, right? And people have forgotten that connection. Like the modern pharmacy, that used to be alchemy. I mean, it's sad that people burn the bridges. They think that magic is something that is unnatural. It's very natural. It's not like we're talking about Dungeons and Dragons magic. We're talking about, practical energy that is here already. Oh, it's 1 degree Fahrenheit where you are in New Brunswick. Oh my goodness. That's cold. The Hopi prophecy said that the weather would become worse. It is the earth shaking off the abusers. Where does the Hopi prophecy come from? Has anyone ever traced the origins of it before? It's warming up in Texas. It's 37 for you right now. Look at you. You have 10 tattoos, a leg sleeve and a shoulder and a small on your chest. That's a lot of tattoos. There's a lot of tattoos. You feed the wild snowshoe hares when you feed your goats. How nice. Magic is a type of science to you. You have to learn how to use it. Yeah. The elders also said we would be connected by a web. We certainly are, right? The web of life. We're all here together. We're not separated. This is all there is. The world has always undergone crazy climate changes, That's we're not in an ice age still. Yeah, there's always been. Yeah, what's sad though is that because of our technologies today, that we are contributing to that, not in the best way, not in the best way, and there's a lot of politics in that. What really annoys the shit out of me are these assholes who talk about helping the environment, and then they fly their private jet around and they'll say, "Oh, in order to contradict what I just did, I planted 100 trees today." What these people are so dumb. I mean, it's like raping someone. Oh, let me go and do something nice in the world today. You are part of the problem. Now we need uh, modes of travel. We should be seeking better efficiency at it. I don't think it is wrong to fly your private jet. It's just you being a dick about it. You're making people feel guilty while they do it. They can't afford the damn trees to plant when they take an airplane ride, but you can. Yeah, you're just being an asshole about it. You think that you're helping the environment. You're not helping anyone but yourself. That's what you're doing. You're just being an asshole. Um, yeah, the environmental guilt trips. I mean, they're ridiculous. You want to help the world? Start seeing it as a living reality. You grew up in New England, it's cold half of the year. Oh man. Following the vibrations of the web. Tips to summon Andromalius. I don't know who the hell that is. That's some type of entity? Never heard of this before. Yeah, that's a new one. Oh shit, where am I at here? I'd be interested to see how the climate would be different in a few thousand years. Yeah. Probably just going to keep changing, Look at our Forge Master is here. Fimmelfang Ulfenson. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're keeping that forge hot today in the cold weather. Oh my. You remember a winter so cold you had to live in a cellar? The furnace couldn't heat the upstairs. Look at that. You want a money tree in my yard. Don't we all, my friend? Don't we all? You see the wall as a veil, like a flexible, malleable membrane. There it is. There it is. What do you do in your religion when you feel lonely and feel like you want God to be with you? What I do is I don't see God separated from me. The only you are keeping God separated from you by the way you're understanding it. You're saying, I want God to be with me. God is with you. You're just choosing not to believe in it. When I was a clergyman, many people all the time would say, I don't feel like God loves me. Well, that's because you're feeling that way. When are you going to believe it, that you are loved? It's up to you whether you want to conduct your life in this way, not God's. You're the one responsible for that. When you realize that you are not separated and that you're always loved, that you are cherished in all that you are, that you are worthy and wonderful, you have great joy in your life. You have great joy. Magic is seeing an accident and saying, I hope everyone is okay. Yeah, it could be, yeah. It's snow in Tampa today? Shit. You live in Belfast, Maine, right on the coast. Oh, shit, cold. Magic is crossing your fingers for luck. I guess you could say that. A disposition towards positivity. Um, you loved the ice storm when you were a kid, 2 weeks without power, so you didn't have to go to school, chilling by the wood stove, listening to the tree branches give up under their weight. Yeah, those are no fun. If you live in the north, and when the ice storms come, wrecking the electrical lines and everything. When I lived in Michigan, I worked for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. I was in the union, and we had to go out and fix these telephone poles and their wires all the time. It was a wonderful experience when I was, becoming a man, around the age of 19, being a part of this group. Magic equals making a wish and blowing on your birthday candles. That is a practice, certainly. Yeah, many Christians that are against magical practices. They don't know that they're doing that on their birthday cake. That is witchcraft. You go to your inner grove and become very present. It is a form of meditation. It gets me more connected. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about inner groves next week. If I get out to my grove sometime this week, I plan on making a video about, the idea of the druid's grove. And it begins with that inner grove. That's where it all begins. Summer is coming. You're welcome, Jesus. You have two little girls that use their Barbie dolls as heroes, fighting the bad guys. Yeah, all young people, they do that with their little toys, right? Beating up Ken, you know. I don't look at the weather until May. You hunker down until then. Spring first, please, Donald. Let's see here. Winter is a warning. Is it? Oh, is waning. Is waning. Because the good goddess Bridget is bringing in the light, right? She is bringing the sun to its fullest potential back to us again. You went through New Brunswick on your way to Cape Breton a few years ago. Oh, we love you too, Paul. Science started out as magic. That's right. Yeah. Where are we at? There were only magicians. That's right. You made a scarf for Brie. You hung it in the shrub work yesterday for the goddess. Magicians and religion, yeah. It's from the Hopi Indians. It's an oral tradition. Yeah. I heard that it was a modern invention, that it is not a Hopi tradition, that it has been attributed to the Hopis. That's what I heard. Now I don't know. I don't know any Hopi Indians. Do you? Are there any around today? Indigenous Hopi people in the world today? Let's see here. It's a good you added some green Celtic patterns to it. Oh, let's see here. Where are we at here? Meanwhile, you are walking on your feet. Look at you, Trinity Ivy Moon. You are keeping pace. Glad to have you here. Oh, it's getting colder in here again. I have to put my helmet on to keep with the warmth here. Getting cold here in the upstairs room here. I think the heater has turned off. Let's see here. People put Christmas trees in the house to keep witches away. Really? That is something that people do to keep witches away. Christmas trees? Really? Let's see. Yeah. Willow and Phil, you farted. Well, good for you. Good for you. The fumes from pine-type trees are poison. Really? I always enjoy the good smell of a pine. They are poisonous. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. Like Christmas time, is when I have a tree. Is that smell that permeates throughout the whole house? And you are saying it is poisonous. Is what you're saying. Interesting. Pray, breathe, breath, smudge. For the first 7 years you lived back here, you spent winter in the kitchen. It was always, yeah, you get the oven going. I have to do that in the morning, is I fire up the oven to allow for the excess heat to infiltrate the house. You are celebrating Imbolc tomorrow by Zoom with a group of UK. Stella, oh, you're doing that Stella's thing? Yeah, I went to the last one. It's just Stella's she's telling the Taliesin tale again, and as a way to get people into her show. Stella's wonderful. Yeah, I'm glad to see her back at it again. She's in the midst of trying to get her master's degree, she says. Yeah, I told her I'd have her back on the show when I got over 10K to talk about magic. And I haven't reached out to her yet because I know that she's really been busy. But Stella's a wonderful, she's in Obid as well. She's a member of the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. And she's a wonderful young lady, lots of energy, lots of good videos. I really enjoy what she's doing. Turpentine comes from those evil. Really? I asked all the negative spirits in our house to enter the bubble of the tree to be honored and admired. They didn't know what I will get rid of them soon. Look at that. Bard, is it an electric oven? It is gas. It is a gas oven. The only electric part is the clicker that lights the gas flame. I have gas-powered stove, gas-powered water heater, gas-powered dryer. Yeah, which is very convenient when sometimes during the summer we lose electricity because of the hurricanes, and it's nice to have that gas is always on. Let's see. You asked about women in Islam. It is said that heaven is under the foot of the mother. If you are blessed with one daughter or two daughters or three, you love them and you guaranteed heaven, not sons. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, I've seen a lot of oppression of females from the Abrahamic religions. And it's good to see that you're experiencing diversity as you are, someone who is quite experienced with it as a person in your, entering the old age, right? Becoming the crone. Yeah, that was a wonderful poem that you had written. Magic is with spelling. This is magic, like nature. We're a part of it, yeah. Let's see here. Where am I at? Union electricians come from the northern states when hurricanes break the power. Yeah, they all head down to Florida, right? Yeah, you have the Pike is the lower region in Florida, the contractor for most of the electrical work. Sir Bart, may you please help me manifest getting a kitchen today? I'm afraid I don't have such powers. Lewis is here. Good morning, Lewis. Our morning astrologer Lewis is here for his spiritual entertainment in the morning. Good to see you, Lewis. Good to have you here. Now, Lewis, this is a funny story. Our good friend Arta, she was concerned that about your role playing, and I had to tell her it was a joke. He doesn't really get it on with animals. We've never done that. I go, it's just a joke. She thought you really were going to do that, that you were breeding with animals in your shape-shifting form in our D&D game. So I thought that was quite humorous that she would. I'm like, no, you don't have to worry. It is just a joke. No one breeds with animals here. It is just a bit of humor that we have. Please don't take it seriously. So she wanted to have a meeting and talk to everyone about proper role playing. I'm like, you don't have to worry about it. I am the dungeon master. There's no freaky sex going on in our games that we play. That was quite funny that she would think that. Hopi elders have been posting it on YouTube, confirming the prophecy. So there are Hopi indigenous people today. I did not know that. The Hopis live on the mesa in the South Arizona. Oh, interesting. Really? You're trying to fix Barbie hair here, putting it in your daughter's warriors, more like big dreadlocks. Look at that. You're making them Viking warrior shield maidens, the Barbie. Run away from that. Choose Christ. Why do I have to separate myself from what I have chosen? Christ. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I have no problem with Jesus. Caradwin and Jesus are really good friends. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, go home, Daniel. Whining Daniel is here. I have found Caradwin, Sean. See, sir, it is matriarch, not crone. Crone is not a bad term in my experience. You are looking at the word crone in a more negative. Crone is the person of wisdom. We have the maiden, the mother, the crone. The crone is the person of wisdom in my tradition. Caradwin is a maiden. Caradwin is a mother. Caradwin is a crone. Crone is not bad. Uh, it is often depicted as bad, but it is not supposed to be. It is a compliment. Um, Now you see a lot of art with crones that the artistic rendition of like the crones in Shakespeare, the three witches, right? The hag. There's a beauty to that is often neglected. When you are old, you do not look like a maiden anymore. And that is not bad. That is wonderful. And what your outer shell cannot, it hides within it all of that wisdom, all of that craftiness, that shrewdness, that dark energy. That's what it becomes. And that dark energy is a good thing. You're getting closer to death. You are being transformed. You are entering into that dark energy of the crone, and that is a beautiful thing. To see the crone as the person that you want to embrace in all of its what would be considered hideousness by some people with the eyes, right? The crone the crone aspect is a beautiful thing in its own way. It is not the maiden beauty. It is not the beauty of sexual desire. It is not the beauty of the mother, the nourisher. The beauty of the crone is found in the wisdom that it hides within the shell, the aged shell. That's where you find it. So when I say crone, uh, don't take it as a negative. Let's see here. Oh, let's see here. Oh my, yeah. Connected to the source. No thanks. We don't want church stuff. Yeah, we thought. Yeah, I don't think she. Yeah, she's. Yeah, I don't think she got the humor. I don't think she got the humor. But we worked it out. I talked to her about it. She's not going to be here for this session because her grandfather had passed away. So she's going to be tending to her family groups at that time. Uh, let's see here. Where am I at? Oh, not too far behind here. When I get to the end of the comments, I'll call it a day. But I'll be back later tonight. Or let's see here. Run away from peace and fun. Yeah, that's what they want us to do. Let's see here. Please help me, man. All right, read that. I'm quite taken and you interested, but you have all types. Yeah. I'm glad you are able to bring sense to the situation. Yeah. Yeah. I thought it's funny, right? That's why I shared it. There's a little bit of humor in that when people don't understand your humor. Your daughter loves me putting braids and hairstyling the Barbie warriors. Look at that. That's fun. Barbie warriors. You need to get your daughter a Shira. Do they have those still? Shira had a nice magical sword and everything. Good to see you, Nibbles. Equinox, good to see you. Most people are in the cult so interested in religion and or politics. Yeah, they are. It's all they care about. It's all they want to talk about, right? For us, crone is oppressive, matriarch is respectful. Then it is a matter of semantics, right? For me, crone is beautiful. Crone is wonderful. Crone is wise. The depths of human wisdom. Wisdom survives. When everything crumbles around you, wisdom abides. The crone is a beautiful transition. Let's see. Yeah, where am I at? My wife is 33. I am 47. She is quite the smoke show. I am very lucky. I'd never F that up. She has given me a son. So for me, my girl is forever a goddess. There you are. Where are only a few interested in finding about the room object truth? Yeah, what do you mean by that? Uh, Not about crones, just don't care anymore. Not about BS anyway. Yeah, there's a shrewdness to the crone, right? Crones have dealt with all of the bullshit, and now they have reached a place where they're able to deal with it. The crone in Hinduism is called Dumathati. I probably said that wrong. Yeah. You're standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flat Bedford, slowing down to take a look at me. She was probably either a Hopi or a Navajo. I'm unfamiliar with that song. Sir, bless you, and you have a wonderful day and blessings. Doctor's appointment for you. Yeah, the next 2 mornings probably not going to be here unless I get home early from the doctors. I have doctors tomorrow. I have a doctor's the next day. Let's see here. Where are we? There are lyrics here. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is going to save me. There you are. You are presenting these mysterious lyrics. I'm unfamiliar with the song. What is the song that you're trying to share? I am unfamiliar with it. That is take it easy from the Eagles. Okay, yeah, yeah. I am not educated on all of the lyrics of some music. You know it is the Eagles for certain. Yeah, yeah. Wonderful group, right? The Eagles. They're still around, right? They're still out touring and everything. Still, the Eagles. It's a song written by the Eagles. Yeah. Remember the Christian fundamentalists thought Hotel California was about the devil. Uh, there was all kinds of speculation on it. Now, is that accurate? I don't know. I don't keep up with the lore of certain songs. All that time in the clergy. Now, no time for the Eagles. Yeah, I was so sheltered from good music, right? You wish you seen them? Glenn Fry died, so they are not. You don't know if they are. They are. They are. They are touring. They are touring. You missed out on that one. Yeah, good to have you here, Nibbles. It is afternoon for you. It is still morning for me. Cold morning here. Trying to warm up the world with spiritual entertainment, right? They have a statue of the lyrics right on a street corner in Winslow to celebrate the memory of this wonderful musician. That's kind when places are able to do that. If you are recognized in a song, and then the community says, "We need to recognize this person who has brought so much joy to us in our fair city." Yeah, you got to see them in Baltimore in 2003. Yeah, that was when I was younger. We a lot of people liked smoking reefers and listening to the Eagles. That was a lot of fun for people. But when I really didn't I follow them after that. That was probably not like 18 years old. After that, I didn't really, I never really got back into that type of music. The goddess granted you a day of peace yesterday. You were soaking up all of those wonderful lunar energies. Isn't that wonderful? No kids fighting at all. Yeah, my kids were fighting a lot yesterday. We had a lot of breakdowns at home here. Just a peaceful day for you. Yeah, it was a beautiful day. All of that snow moon happening. Being the day of Imbolc, right? This great feast of the great goddess Bridget, bringing the light, into the world, bringing renewal and transformation. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful feast. Take care, Jamin. Good to have you here. Yeah, it was a gorgeous day. It was. I just relaxed most of the day. We celebrated the feast the evening before, and we had a big dinner and lit some candles, told stories of the ancestors, which I will tonight. If you are here for tonight's show, I will give you another tale from the ancestors, from this wonderful book. Now, these are all retelling. I mean, the mythology is divvied up in its own way. Uh, Not accurate, obviously. It's all in storytelling format, some of it. You are passing the mind, expanding hashish. That is your sacred name for your reefer. You call it the hashish. Now, hashish has had various meanings, right? It means other types of. Uh, uh, we thought the idea of hash, I remember, was opium or heroin or something. I can't remember. No, I tried opium when I was a young person. It was a piece of black tar that you would smoke, the opium. That is what I tried when I was younger. It was no big deal to me. I didn't really. I preferred marijuana. The opium didn't do much for me when we would get opium. You are taking notice and giving appreciation. Yeah. Learning to live mindfulness by the venerable monks and the walk of peace. That is the Buddhist thing that was going on. We are doing a wasil today to celebrate Groundhog Day. We call to the spirit of the orchard. Oh my, the spirit of the orchard. Opium mixed with weed, you thought? That's what is hashish. That is what it's called. Frenchy Connolly, the most famous hasher. Yeah, I am unfamiliar. Um, I smoked lots of things when I was a young person. Was unfamiliar with all of the heroes of the reefer, except for Bob Marley. Bob Marley was, that was the most popular hero at that time. Yeah, most people in that they didn't care for the reggae music. They just liked it because it was about pot. That was a lot of people's dispositions. Why I got here, I have so many times, but too nervous to approach him. Uh, Approach who? Who are you approaching? You were talking about this hasher person. You got to meet him so many times, but you didn't have the courage. Well, you could have smoked one with him. That would have been nice, right? Did you smoke one with him? You still have some wasil? I think I'll join you for that. Some wasil. Now that is a new one. The man was a force. Frenchie the hasher. These guys are. Oh, I gotta be right back. One of my kids is calling. I'll be right back. Give me a minute here to see what is needed. You doing your homework? Next. Line. What's that? All right, I'm coming back to you. I had to set up some homework stuff. My assistance was needed. I have returned for your entertainment privilege here. Oh, all right. What do we got? Oh, yeah, Groundhog Day. Is today, right? Is it, or is that yesterday? I can't keep up with all of these groundhogs. You remember when the groundhog, the Punxsutawney Phil, was killed by like the governor? He had dropped the animal. What an asshole, right? He had killed the creature. Was that the governor or some type of politician was over there and killed the creature by dropping it? What an asshole. Let's see here. That was like maybe a couple of years ago, right? It's pronounced like waffle, but with oh, I see. You can walk past a Hollywood star, but be unimpressed at all in NYC is done in so many times. But the farmers are different. I look up to some of them like they are larger than life. But you got to see what was accomplished. Yeah. A wassail is a drink provided to those willing to sing, read poetry, play an instrument, or just call to wake up the orchard spirits. Look at that. Yeah, I'll have to try some of that, the wassail. Print Jackson, good to see you. Good to have you here. Print Jackson. The Hollywood stars aren't the real stars. We are. Look at you, calling them out. Here we go, wassailing among the leaves so green. Here we go, wassailing, so far to be seen. Oh, man. Dustin, nice to see you. The most gorgeous properties, like little sanctuaries that look if there's 100 people working on the property. Interesting. That's a Christmas carol? They think that is a Christmas carol? Yeah. I've never heard that one before. That one is new to me. That is a new experience to me. Someone killed an animal by dropping it. What? Can anyone jump? Punxsutawney Phil was the official, what is that called? Groundhog that would determine the weather or whatever every year. And the governor there or the mayor or somebody, one of these politicians, he had dropped the animal and killed it. What an asshole, right? He was a terrible politician. I forgot who he was, but he was known to have killed the animal by dropping it or doing something where he could have prevented its death. I mean, that was terrible. Gorgeous spreads of food of cannabis and flour. I hope to have that one day. Access to are just gorgeous. Really. The groundhog represents the goddess coming up from the underworld to see how long winter will last. Is that how you understand it? You see it as a symbol. Yeah, as I mentioned in the beginning of the show, that this is an ancient practice and it wasn't groundhogs, it was other animals that were accessible to the people. The groundhog is a Germanic tradition of recognizing when the changes. Will there be a need more for? It was a form of divining, really. It was a form of divination to see if they need more candles, and they would, for the coldness of winter to last. So that's what it was originally connected to. Using these animals to divine if there's a need for more candles, and that was Christianized into Candlemas, right? Getting all the candles blessed for the darkness that they still had to deal with in terms of the winter, the Candlemas. Oh, let's see here. If winter will be long, the lady makes the days sunny so they can get more firewood. Oh, my. Love and joy come to you, and to you glad Imbolc too. Goddess bless you, and send you a happy new year. Goddess, send you a happy new year. Let's see here. Go outside and there's a heavy frost on windows. Go out inside and check the water outlets. People online have water shooting out of their pipes outside. Oh shit. In my city, there are people's pipes bursting outside of their house from the water outlets. I'll have to go out and check that out. That's no fun. The pipes here where I am in Central Florida, they are not used to the cold. So my wife had just sent me a text telling me to go out and check the pipes because there might be pipes bursting outside. I will do that. That's going to be no fun. That's going to be I don't think anything has bursted because everyone's been able to take showers here in the morning here. You're a walking skeleton, man. Oh my! Leave them drip at night. Yeah, that's what they say. Leave them drip at night. Yeah, we did not do that, unfortunately. But we have had no problems. People have taken showers already this morning. The water has been on. But I will go and investigate after the show here. Hail Ceridwen, the Lady of the Cauldron. May she guide us on our journey. Yeah, remember when I lived in Michigan? I'm not used to thinking that way anymore. Yeah, my mother said, please make sure you let the water drip because your pipes will burst. Yeah, but so far, so good. So far, so good. Showers, yeah, showers. James, they are working, yeah. Hail Ceridwen, hail Bree. Breach, as some of the ancestors call her. It is her great week, right? Let's see. Yeah, all kinds of coldness. Everyone dealing with it on their own way. Like and subscribe. I do this every day. I don't know if we'll get to 50 people this morning. We did yesterday. And next time I get to 50, I get 5 free subscriptions to give out. But it doesn't. It's kind of a slow morning here. All the protein powder doesn't fix the meds will help. When you got a McDonald's, you would eat like 3 burgers. 3 burgers. A slow morning. Did you post on Discord? No, I don't. I didn't really talk on Discord this morning. Let's see here. You have hypothyroidism. Your wife has fibro and hypothyroidism. Wow, that's terrible. What a horrible experience. I'm sorry that your wife has to experience that. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of people. My aunt has fibromyalgia. It's a terrible, terrible condition that she, suffers from. And a lot of people that suffer from that, marijuana is a great help in help healing the reality of the pain, fibromyalgia. We used to have a cannabis grower from Canada that would come on, and he suffered from fibrom. Now he would grow it and share it with his community for medical purposes. He was I forgot what his name is. He used to come on the show all the time and talk about his marijuana crops that he was growing to heal his pain condition, the fibromyalgia. It's such a terrible, terrible condition. I mean, I have chronic arthritis. I can only imagine that fibromyalgia is something much more worse, the way that people describe it. Let's see here. It's been quiet morning. The fundies are mild, thankfully, yeah. Not too many Christian fundamentalists have come in today, thankfully. Yesterday it was terrible, right? They came in like a river flowing really strong, and they tried to sweep us up in their current. Yeah, I tried to ignore a lot of them. They do go away eventually when you ignore them. Um, we have one, his name is Joseph, that he comes on all the time, and he's notorious for copying and pasting Bible verses and putting in the chat. It is quite a nuisance. Like he has brought the entire Bible on here with his copying and pasting, and being a Christian nuisance, which is quite unfortunate. Your wife ingests cannabis. It helps immensely with the fibromyalgia. Yeah, that's what I've been told, that cannabis is a good way. Yeah, cannabis is wonderful for my arthritis. Wonderful for my arthritis. We let the kitchen sink water run all winter to keep your pipes from bursting. Yeah. A doctor told you have I have that. It's when I stop going to the pain management doctors. Yeah. Just cannabis after that. You have fibromyalgia, Lewis? It's terrible. That is terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. That is terrible. Let's see here. Just cannabis. She was going to kill you? I am in pain, but I don't want to hurt my kidneys. So you're talking about the use of, you were using opioids before for your pain management, and now it is strictly cannabis. So you made that transition. You all need Reiki. Look at Natalie is here with her Reiki powers, ready to bring healing to all of you. They do all of them? Really? Yeah. You asked Natalie, how does one go about using the Reiki? Cannabis and capsium. I'm unfamiliar with the capsium. I'm unfamiliar with that. You have to educate me. I'm unaware of what capsium is. I have never heard of that before. It is done alone or by someone who... you can do Reiki on yourself, right? You can use Reiki on yourself, from what I understand. Look up Reiki Center near you. They are everywhere. There was a Reiki center I would drive past. It's no longer there. It was there for a few years. I think up until COVID, that allowed that place to go out of business. COVID killed a lot of local businesses during that time period. And the Reiki, I can only imagine nobody's going there anymore to get touched, right? People are afraid of spreading the COVID virus with the Reiki. It's chili extract, really. They have it in cream and patch forms, really. It's in spices. So that is a natural anti-inflammatory, right? It's in hot pepper extract. Yeah, I heard that was good for arthritis, if it's the same stuff that I'm thinking of. You can do Reiki on yourself. Highly recommend learning how. There are great books and classes to teach you. Thank you from our Reiki expert, Natalie, here educating you about the power of Reiki. Cayenne peppers powder is all full of capsaicin. It works good. You have a friend who had fibromyalgia. We tried to get her to find a bud that would help her. She wouldn't even try. She doesn't like finding. There's so much stigmata against the use of marijuana, right? And that comes from the Reagan era in the United States. They really pushed against marijuana, right? This is your brain on drugs. Let's see. It burns. Can't be a wimp. Oh my! You burn the pain out. The relief outweighs the temp control moment of burning. Yeah, that's when you experience. Yeah, ELP Natalie is going to provide resources for Reiki for you. Look at that, so you can participate in the art. If you're having a heart attack, the capsaicin can do what? Can stop it long enough to get to the hospital. So that's interesting. So if you have you're in a state of heart failure, heart attack, you can go eat a pepper, and that will allow you to sustain yourself long enough to get to the proper place of healing, is what you're saying. Aren't you the Byzantine Catholic from before? I used to be, yeah. I left the church. I was in the Byzantine tradition, yeah. Um, you must be from. I haven't been Byzantine since October, so I left the church in that time. Yeah, the Byzantine tradition is a very beautiful tradition, but the way that Christianity is brought to the world by the Catholic Church, I think is terrible, and I don't want to be a part of that. Yeah, this is so demonic. You're out. What is demonic here? You see what they do? They control you, where anything that is different becomes demonic. And there's no evidence of demonic activity here. If you think I have a demon, sir, feel free to cast it out. I will submit to you if you think I have a demon. There are no devils here unless you bring them with you. This is a fear tactic of Christians to tell you everything outside of their church is the devil. They are really good at controlling people, really good at it. I'm not going back to the true church, Alex. Most of you people who use that phrase, there's nothing true about you. You're all living on an ideology. True church is loving people, being a valued member in your community, going out and helping people that need help, not saying, oh, I believe in these ideas, I'm okay. You're not fooling anyone. You're not fooling your deity. You're fooling yourself by believing you have something when you really do not. Your apologetics doesn't do shit for you. Only real actions make you a member of the true church, not your make-believe one. Yeah, as I often tell people, when I was a clergyman, these true church people were always a nuisance. These apologists, they would come into our church and they would say, hey, we are part of the true church. They never gave a shit about the community. They were just there because of their own ideology. They were terrible people, and they would act like assholes if they didn't get their way. Let's see here. Where am I at here? All powerful being that seems and hears everything and controls everything. Yeah, that's exactly what we want here. They love their mental gymnastics and propaganda. Yeah, certainly. The demon is here. Our good friend, the demon, has arrived. We appreciate you being here. Oh, let's see here. Like the Waterboy's mom, everything is the devil. You gotta love Sandler. Yeah. He would be considered the devil too, right? God doesn't need our worship. We worship him because of how amazing, by holy and perfect he is. All right, try not worshiping your deity. See what happens to you. Your God doesn't need worship. Try not worshiping. You are in a contradiction. Try not worshiping your deity and see what happens to you. You are living in a contradiction. Your deity will certainly destroy you if you don't. You're not worshiping freely. You are enslaved, sir. Oh, let's see where we're at here. Yeah, my church is bigger than your church. Yeah, they're always comparing their penises to. Good morning. The Green Knight Tales is here. Good to see you. Humans, I never said humans are perfect. Then you have really nothing to say if you are claiming perfection, right? You are in contradiction. Yeah, listen to how you run your mouth, right? As Trampus Bowmaster says. Yeah, there's lots of gods here, as Vixen is pointing out. You're up here and you brought some coffee. Look at you. Look at you. Oh, let's see here. Where am I at? Yeah. Someone said Christian fundamentalism and they show up, right? It's like a power. When you say Christian fundamentalists, we summon you. Come forth. Here they come, as you have asked. The Old Testament talks about one God repeatedly and never claimed to be perfect. No, it doesn't talk about one deity. You are not reading the text. Have you not read Deuteronomy 32, 8 and 9, where it says that there is El Elyon, and he has many sons, 70 of them, gives them each to a different nation, and he gives Yahweh to the children of Israel? It's all there. The Old Testament talks about the Egyptian gods as well. Yeah, there's lots of deities in the Old Testament. Elohim can be a plural. It can also be singular. When it's used in a singular form, it always has the name of the deity next to it, like Elohim Yahweh. That's how it's used. Yahweh Elohim is how it's used. Oh man, the dungeon master is here. He is conjuring up all kinds of sexual perversion now as we speak. He is preparing the dungeon rack for his own personal pleasure, always trying to get me in his sex dungeon. But I don't do sex dungeons. No, thank you, sir. You can keep your trapeze and your tie wire, your type wire, whatever the wire you walk upon and tie yourself up in and fly around with your private parts flying around in the sky. You can keep all of that fun stuff for yourself. Not interested here in your sexual dungeon. Ooh, if he wants one God, he would wildly contradict himself. Yeah. It talks about the worshippers of Baal and other gods. Doesn't say the gods are real. Yes, it does. You're not reading it. Read Psalm 82. El Elyon sits in the assembly of the gods. It says it right there. You are reading it the way you want to read it. Most modern people who read the Bible, they do it in a way where they want to reinterpret it. And I often point out that if you really believe the Bible is God's word, Jesus says in Matthew that you should be following all the laws, not just 10 commandments. He said all of the law must be followed and upheld. And if you teach against it, you'll be called least in the kingdom of God. So you're not being faithful to your ideology by saying, well, I only like the 10. No, you should be out stoning people like me, right? And burning me alive. That's what you should be doing if you are faithful to the narrative there. Yeah, to be jealous, there must be others. Why does a God get jealous of rocks and stone and wood? Yeah, he's always, the Old Testament deity is a whiny bitch. He's always whining about the other deities because every nation had their own deity. And the people in his nation thought he was an asshole. So they would go to other nations to find peace, to find meaning and purpose. Yahweh is not a good God. He's an asshole. He torments his people. Let's see here. You don't think so grown up? Yes, but no, excessive. You have a dungeon, but it's full of games. It's a gamer dungeon. Yeah. Those are I can appreciate that. I don't want to go to Dungeon Masters. He has groundhogs in it. Look at him. He has groundhogs in his dungeon. He gets into real strange perversions here. The groundhog. Oh my goodness! It's like our D&D game with the badges. Bard, can you answer that for me, please? Does the Bible ever actually state a word for God is real? The word God is real. Well, you have the assumption that the book talks about deities. There's no God. There's no need to say God is real. That's unneeded. There's no need for that. Does that answer your question? Let's see here. But do I float? Depends on how high I am. I can float. Depends on how high I get. Puff, puff, pass. Then who is it that I follow? No one. I follow myself. I don't need to follow a deity. Psalm 82, it says, if you read it in the original language, it says, El Elyon sits in the assembly of the Ben Elohim, the sons of God. These are all deities. Ye are gods. It says it right there. But you shall die like men. It refers to the punishment of the Egyptian gods. They were all of their places were taken from them. And Yahweh, as the favored son in the mythology, defeats these other gods with his people, takes away their power, makes them die like men. Let's see here. Can you give me some motivation today? What type of motivation do you need? Do I look like a motivational resource center? Motivation, sir, does not come from me. It comes from you. You are responsible for your own motivation. Now, I can certainly say things that are encouraging, but if you don't do anything about it, you're just going to stay in the same place and not go anywhere in your life. You have to choose to be motivated. No one's going to do that shit for you. No one's going to make you get out of your bed. No one's going to stop you from abusing yourself. You must make the decision like, I've had enough of this bullshit. I'm going to be motivated. Now that comes from you. It doesn't come from anyone else. Groundhog's a hack that was a fat dress-up badger. Yeah, badger. Snake, oh snake, mushroom. Bruce Bowling is here. You just stop by to like and say, have a bright and joyful day, everyone. We appreciate you, Bruce. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get to 50 people today viewing. If you like the stream, it brings more people today. And I'll give out 5 free subs for people if we get to 50 today. I don't know if we will, but I will. I have it reserved for next time. And I will be on this evening as well. I will be reading runes tonight for community members. I will read your runes. And also, I will be telling a Celtic story from my book of Celtic tales. Let's see here. Where am I at? Scrolling through here. Just a tad bit behind here, not too far. Whenever someone says Jesus, I always say, don't bring that asshole into this. Well, Jesus is not an asshole. It's his followers that are assholes, the so-called followers, right? Jesus is wonderful. Just how he is presented is not good. Like the Bible, how it presents Jesus is terrible. I mean, he's like a control freak, right? Let's see here. That was a cheap gotcha attempt, ELP. No, I call it education. Is this Satanism? For some people. For some people. It's your birthday, Camaro. Happy birthday to you. I hope that you have a very blessed day. It is also Trampus Bowmaster's birthday. You all share this wonderful day. Isn't that wonderful? Can you worship yourself? Yeah, I guess you could if you wanted to. I could build a shrine for myself and, do all kinds of self rituals. Yeah. If I ignore the parts I did not like, then the Bible agrees with me. Christians. Yep. That's pretty much what they do. They don't interpret it outside of their religious vision of what they want their God to be. The Bible God is not a good one. You need to reinterpret it in order for the God to be good. He is terrible. He's a controlling son of a bitch. He is evil. Oh, such a strange tradition, yeah. Ben Elohim are not angels. They are sons of God. That's what it means. Angels is a modern term used really to describe a job. nowhere in the Old Testament do you have this idea of angel as what the being is. It is what it does. It means you are sent. You have what you'll find throughout the Old Testament is Ben Elohim, sons of God. These were the children of El Elyon. And in the mythology, there was 70 or 72 sometimes. That's what you find in the narrative of the Old Testament when it refers to gods. And at some point, Yahweh supersedes El Elyon and becomes the only one. You'll find in ancient mythologies, the god hero always overcomes the elder god and becomes the only god. You have that with Zeus, his father, right? And his father before him. You have that when Tiamat is slain by Marduk. Marduk becomes Lord of Lords and King of Kings. You have that with Jesus Christ. He slays the God of this world through his resurrection, the God who had the power of death, and becomes Lord of Lords and King of Kings. This is a traditional mythological presentation that you find in all ancient cultures, that the one God rules them all through the deeds that it does. See, yeah, people worship those gods even today, yeah. Oh, let's see here. Groundhog Dad. Iron Man. Good to see you, Iron Man. Mark is here. You are Iron Man. Oh, see. I'm reading a twisted claim about Psalm 82. It's right there read it in Hebrew. It says, El Elyon sits in the assembly of the Ben Elohim and pronounces judgment. The idea that the gods of the nations were bad was what the Hebrew tradition taught. Look in the Septuagint translation of Deuteronomy 32:8 and 9. Now, the Hebrew scriptures, as they are called, were translated over 10 centuries after Jesus and reconditioned in a way to make it not Christian. Because Christians were going to Deuteronomy 32:8, 9, saying, Jesus is Son. He is this person. The Hebrews, the Pharisaical tradition, they were against Christians, so they would interpret that stuff out. And we have all the historical evidence that reveals that. I mean, it's in the Talmud about we can't say sons of God anymore. We must change it to something else. So you don't know what the hell you're talking about, sir. I suggest you go get educated. I spent many years at university learning about the Bible and its context. You're just a fundamentalist that you think you know what you're talking about. You have to reinterpret the Bible to get where you want to be. You're not presenting the Bible in its authentic context. Too bad. Let's see here. Where you are Stark. Good for you, Tony. Nice to see you. Tony Stark is here. Oh, where am I at here? Where am I going here? Scrolling through. Blessings upon you, Dragon Art Lover, lover of Odin. It's Imbolc. You are Imbolc babies. Imbolc babies. It's this wonderful celebration of renewal and transformation. Sheik is here. Good to see our good friend the Sheik is here. Oh my. You can motivate people. Back when you were still in the army, you would tell soldiers to do their stuff. Oh, I'd make them do push-ups. There. You can do push-ups to be motivated. Oh, let's see here. Good morning, Sheik. Good to have you here. Lots of birthdays here today. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Very appreciated. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh my, getting towards the end here. Look at that. Getting towards the end. Smoking the holy herb and eating pound cake with cream cheese frosting for your birthday. How delightful. Delightful. In Norse mythology, it's just everyone doing what Loki's crap. Yeah. For me, Loki is a powerful, what you say is Loki's crap. All the gods, were doing themselves in their own way. The gods were corrupt, and Loki reveals that corruption in the decisions that he makes. And he suffers under the hands of these corrupt gods, and he learns from it, and he is transformed, and he returns for Ragnarok, right, leading the armies, and he overcomes the darkness. He overcomes this evil that is in the divine pantheon, and brings about renewal and transformation through bringing the end, bringing Ragnarok. That's how I interpret the mythology of Loki. 72 plus 7 plus 9 is 2. Number of God. Look at that. Oh my. The Lord is drawing you, Bard. Many will give in and repent and be saved. Hell isn't a joke. Yeah, we're not interested, Matthew, in your fundamentalism. Oh, let's see here. Where am I at? If I write a book saying God told me to do a 360 flip, would it be just as truthful? Yeah, it would. Crone life is the best life. We love our women here of age. Yes. Good morning, William. Good morning. Theo the painter is here. Good to see you, Theo the painter. Glad that you are here. I really appreciate it when you explain these things about the Bible, Father Bard. It really brings me relief from the narrative that the Christians around the world are always pushing. Yeah, they're not pushing the Bible. They're pushing their interpretation of it. The Bible by itself is not a good book. It has wonderful mythology in it, but it's not supposed to be the Word of God. When it becomes the Word of God, it is a terrible thing because it makes God into an asshole. You have a Greek Hebrew interlinear Bible with a concordance, and I will say I do agree. The Old Testament really does put a lot of it in different light. It can really tell you a lot about what is left out. Yeah. Rituals for you as well. Smoking a huge blunt right now. Look at you. Oh, everyone's got their reefers going here. Warming up the weather with reefer smoke is what's going on here. Let's see. What am I at here? I follow Celtic paganism, but I do swear my husband's Nordic paganism. He got Loki hanging out with you all the time. He is like a crazy bestie. Yeah. All the gods are connected, really, right? All the mythologies are connected. It's all the archetypes, just different faces. Your argument is, I'm not arguing anything. I am stating facts of reality. I don't need to debate them with you. The never claims God is real. I never even said that. I saying the God of the Bible is an asshole. That's what I'm saying to you. Yeah. Let's see. You can't be this dense. There you go. Insults. There you are. Loki suffered brutal punishment by the gods because of the death of Balder. Yeah. Bound to sharp rocks. Yeah. The agonizing poisons that his wife had to relieve his face from. Yeah. That punishment of the gods is what they all deserved. All of them. They were terrible. Loki was just being used by them. Loki was the one of ingenuity. He is the one that made the gods prosper in all their magical implements and things. Loki is a reflection of the other ones. They were no good. And bringing Ragnarok brings that healing that they all need, that he got through his suffering. He changed. He was empowered. He let the darkness mingle with the light. He learned the dance. You were talking about that rune reading last night. I'm wondering how that works. Rune reading is just a reading of the energies that are within you or in a situation. Rune reading does not tell you the future. It tells you the direction. It's like reading the weather. It's just reading the energies, the subconscious realm. Let's see here. His face from a snake, the agony caused with earthquakes. Liam, you view yourself as a Christian, reading the Old Testament code with all language. I'm always trying to get closer to the real untainted word. It doesn't exist. The word is within you. The word is around you. The word is everywhere. You bring the word with you when you interpret the Bible, and that's how you find meaning. The Bible by itself is not the word of God. You are not separated from the word of God. The Logos is not separated from humanity. Dark warrior turned to druid is always some of the God's greatest champions through time. The gods were not perfect. Yahweh was the worst. Any advice on where else to look into your Celtic roots? Well, there's a lot of YouTube videos out there that talk about it. The thing is with the Celtic roots is there's not a lot there. The best place is in the Welsh tradition, I think. The Welsh have preserved the Bardic tradition. They have preserved a lot of the culture of the Celts. That's where I turn, and I'm still learning about. Oh, let's see here. Today you are accused that you are full of hatred because you use Bahamut to express yourself. Yeah, people need to be educated. Yeah, the Bahamut is not a negative symbol. It just looks scary to the Christians, like everything is the devil. Look at the Bahamut. Oh, let's see here. Where are we going? It's a living word. I understood that. I'm trying to understand where my Celtic roots fit in, and more about druids. Yeah. Well, a good place to learn about druidry, modern druidry, is the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids, OBIT. They have a website. You can. I am a member, and it's been very helpful in learning the spiritual practices. You can be a Christian and do it. You can be a Christian. I started out as a Christian, practicing druid. The reason why I left Christianity had nothing to do with being a druid. It had to do with all of the things that I saw were unhealthy. Now, I never left Christ. I left the institutional reality of Christianity, which I think is quite evil and controlling and manipulative. Loki's children bring about Ragnarok because Odin was cruel to them. Yeah, he was an asshole. He cast Jormungandr into the sea, and Shane Farina has stuck a sword in his mouth just for being big. Yep. Have I ever read Philip Newell, Cool Hand Mountain? No, I have not. No, I have not. There's a lot of stuff. When you think of Celtic reality, you're just continuing where they left off. There is no definition. You're continuing a culture. You're continuing, you're finding your connection with your ancestors and continuing it in your own way, trying to be faithful to the roots, but at the same time, doing it your own way. They were not in any position different than you are right now. They had to continue what was given unto them, right? He's often wrong and forgets. Where did that go? A lot. So ego has convinced him that if he is right, it makes him better. Yeah. Don't the Christians pretty well wipe out what came on the shores of Ireland? Pretty much. Christians are good at destroying things, culture, people's lives. Yeah, if you're not doing it the way they want, they would murder you. Yeah. Yeah, poor Pan getting demonized. Yeah. Yeah. The original Celtic beliefs, there was no original. There was, if you look up Celtic in it, with your Google artificial intelligence there, it will put it all in a paragraph. That's not how it was. Celtic was a culture. It was a people that was very, very diverse. And there's different strands of it that we have put back together today that you can find. The Scottish Celts, the Irish Celts, the Celts of Wales, the Celts of Brittany, the Celts of Cornwall. I mean, the Celts of ancient Gaul, of northern Spain. I mean, there's all kinds of it that is present in history. We do know a lot about their gods. They do know some mythology, the stories that have through the hands of Christians, obviously. They've reinterpreted a lot of it. Let's see here. You need more coffee at this point. You're pretty sure I wouldn't be better with caffeine number 4. Is that 4? Just to straight into your bloodstream. Yeah, I need a big giant cup myself. Let's see. Vixos. Peeking in just for a second. Let's see. Where are we at here? Yeah, if I get, we're at 30 people. If you can do this, it brings more people here. I want to give away 5 subscriptions before I leave today, if it's possible. But when I see 50 people watching, I will do that. So if you're interested in that, comment, do those heart things, and like the stream. That brings more people here, puts the numbers up, and then I give out 5 free. I'll keep doing that. I have 5. I get like 10 at the beginning of every month. I gave out 5 yesterday. We had a really big show yesterday. It was a wonderful show. We did really good energy. It was beautiful yesterday. I had like 50 people subscribe on that stream. It was a really good one for a Sunday. You don't attend a church. You believe that, like the word says, whatever 2 or more are gathered. That's pretty much where the church is. Why does it have to be 2 or 3? I mean, that was a specific thing about witnessing a reality. But why does it have to? Why can't you just be it? Why does it need 2 or more, right? They call him the Rain Man. Oh, no. Let's see here. Heat is a strong word, I should say. I highly disagree with a lot of Protestant and Catholic theologies. Rather than praying for understanding from God himself. Well, you might want to look into orthodoxy. Orthodoxy is much more milder and less controlling. It still has its problems if you want to continue to be a Christian. I mean, I am against dogma. Dogma is a terrible evil in the world. But the Orthodox Church at least has preserved the gospel, where Jesus comes to defeat death. That's it. He doesn't come to pay off a deity. It's quite evil what the Western churches are teaching, right? Is Gwen here? No, Gwen had a doctor's appointment, Christopher. Gwen will be back maybe tonight, or I won't have him tomorrow's show. I have a doctor's appointment. All you see, Alex, in messages is ego saying, I've been right because I'm insecure. Yeah, we all see your problem, Alex. We all see it. Have you ever heard anyone call evil deities the Rain Man or Arbar? No, I've never heard of that term. Rain Man to me is a movie about someone who's a savant. I remember him passing gas in a phone booth. And he's like, I've arted. Yeah, that's all I remember from that show. Your family here from Country Cork Island, Sutherland. Let's see. Shit, where did that go? Just lost that. You often wonder what the original practice before the Christians came. Yeah, we have to. We'll never know. We'll never know. There's a lot of history there. That you have to that people are putting back together, but what was there has been mostly wiped out. Thank you. Thank you, Vixus. Let's see where I'm at here. You love meaning as much as I can about our ancestors' traditions. Right now, I'm exploring the Celtic culture. And not for an IV bag, like, oh, I see, an IV bag in hospitals to hydrate you with your caffeine. I read interesting take on Ragnarok when I was in college. We'd like to hear it. Certainly. I'm always willing to hear people's tales here. Let's see here. Via runes, I discovered the smallest patterns of the universe. 0101 is nothing, one exists, a relationship between them. This makes triad, which allows all of interesting. Let's see here. Where am I at here? I only have one interest in that Jesus really did not want what the West of the Vatican twisted it into. I very much like to explore more of the druids. Yeah, whenever someone is stamped out. Yeah, I would check out the Obid website. You become a member. They are a wonderful organization that they're in all over in Ireland and the UK. Fortunately, here in Florida, there's several groups as well that I've found and been able to have fellowship with. 8 is powerful, certainly. There was a moment in Scandinavia when it was really terrible, growing conditions, really no food for a short time. Growing capacity was quite limited. Yeah, that's what they thought was Ragnarok. Oh, does anyone see the connection between Warzone and ancient sites? Yeah, you do see that sometimes, right? The same battles being in the same places. It was during that time you could track where people starting transition the fertility gods to more warlike gods. Yeah, the idea of a war god really, to me, has nothing to do with the deity. It's the people creating that idea. Like, I don't look at the Morrigan as a war deity, but as a goddess of fate. The Morrigan, people would, see her as, because of the mythology, as a specific deity to assist you in your battles. What do you have both sides banging their shields for the Morrigan? What are you going to do? War is an invention of us. The Morrigan, to me, is much more than a war deity. Let's see. They changed their cultural outlook. Yeah, reading and traveling. Yeah, they're looking for something, right, Lewis? Would you be willing to possibly read my runes, at least explain where it comes from? I'd only do that for community members. If you are a community member, I read runes. And I'll do that in my evening show tonight for community members. Let's see here. Where are we at here? It is the powerful occult elite, Lewis. Yeah, they control the governments right now. I'm very curious about all this. The druids were probably more spiritual connected than the invaders that stamped out their culture. Yeah, the druids were the ones that preserved the world as it is for a time, right? And then they had to go underground because the Roman invaders destroyed them on the Isle of Anglesey, right? They were wiped out. See, that she is like the dark spirit of the forest and rebirth and death for you. If I subscribe, is that a community member? No, community member is on the join button. That costs money. You have to buy me a cup of coffee. That's all it takes. And you could become a member of our Discord community. You get wonderful emojis by your name. And I do this every day. I do this for a living. And I appreciate people that can support what I do here. Liking and subscribing is also wonderful. Yeah. You love your goddess? Yeah. Keridwen is beautiful for me. Lovely community. You like it here, Alex? Oh, let's see here. Where am I at? It is a truly wonderful community. We have a good time here. The people here are wonderful. There's always people on our Discord server chatting about all kinds of things. We really have a wonderful community of people, certainly. Yeah. Now, I have come to the end of the show for today. I will return tonight for Celtic Tales and so on and so forth. I look forward to being at 4:30, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I will be here. So I look forward to seeing. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, and try to stay warm if you are here in the Northern Hemisphere.